Lucille Clifton's poem, Won't You Celebrate With Me, is a powerful reflection on resilience, self-creation, and survival. Clifton emphasizes her personal journey of crafting a life despite societal and historical challenges. It is a deeply personal reflection on identity, resilience, and self-determination. The speaker invites the reader to join in celebrating the life they have shaped, despite the absence of a model or guidance. Clifton, who identifies as both non-white and a woman, expresses the difficulty of forging an identity in a world where oppressive structures of racism and sexism provide little support or representation. The poem begins with an invitation, "Won't you celebrate with me what I have shaped into a kind of life?" This immediately positions the speaker's life as something of their own making, highlighting the absence of external molds or templates. The phrase, "a kind of life," suggests that the speaker's life may not fit conventional ideals but is uniquely theirs. The speaker underscores the difficulty of their situation, being born in Babylon, both non-white and woman. Here, Babylon symbolizes a place of exile and oppression, drawing on biblical connotations, suggesting the speaker's life was formed in the face of adversity and systemic oppression. Despite these circumstances, the speaker asks, "What did I see to be except myself?" This line conveys the necessity of self-creation, as no role models or societal structures existed to guide her. The speaker emphasizes self-reliance, having made it up themselves, balancing between the contrasting elements of starshine and clay. This metaphor suggests a delicate existence between the celestial and the earthly, hinting at both aspiration and the harsh reality of being grounded. The poem's climax comes when the speaker reveals that, every day, something has tried to kill me, and has failed. This raw declaration of survival against daily threats encapsulates the theme of perseverance. The something can be interpreted as societal forces like racism, sexism, and other forms of oppression that attempt to erase or diminish the speaker's existence. The act of survival itself is framed as a triumph worthy of celebration. In summary, Clifton's poem is a testament to the strength required to live authentically in a world that offers little support for those marginalized by race and gender. It is a celebration of survival, self-creation, and the continuous defiance of forces that seek to destroy. The poem's intimate, defined tone invites the reader to acknowledge the invisible battles for daily and to celebrate the speaker's unwavering resilience. Here's a detailed analysis of the key themes in the poem. 1. Identity and self-creation. The theme of identity is central to the poem. The speaker, a non-white woman, reflects on the lack of societal models for her to emulate. She declares, "I had no model," and questions, "What did I see to be except myself?" These lines capture the speaker's realization that she has to forge her own identity. She had to make it up, as there was no prescribed path or representation for people like her. The speaker's identity is therefore not something inherited or passed down through tradition, but something shaped through struggle and resilience. The speaker's identity is forged in the space between aspiration and grounded reality, between what society deems impossible and what she makes possible for herself. 2. Resilience and survival. Resilience is a core theme of the poem. The speaker notes that, "Every day something has tried to kill me and has failed." This line powerfully conveys the idea that the speaker faces constant threats, whether physical, emotional, or societal. These threats can be interpreted as the forces of racism, sexism, and other forms of systemic oppression that seek to destroy or marginalize her existence. The speaker's survival in the face of these threats becomes a form of resistance. Her very existence, the act of surviving daily, is framed as a victory. This survival is not passive, it is an active process of resisting forces that would otherwise erase her. 3. Oppression and marginalization. The poem explicitly addresses the intersectional oppression faced by the speaker, who is born in Babylon, both non-white and woman. Babylon is a biblical reference to a place of exile and captivity, symbolizing the oppression and marginalization the speaker experiences in society. Being both non-white and a woman places the speaker at the intersection of two forms of systemic discrimination, racism and sexism. The poem highlights how the speaker has had to navigate a world that offers little in terms of models, support, or representation. The absence of a guiding figure or path reinforces the idea that marginalized individuals are often left to create their own identities, paths, and lives in hostile environments. 4. Triumph of the human spirit. Despite the oppression and marginalization, the poem celebrates the triumph of the human spirit. Clifton's speaker finds strength in her ability to survive and thrive despite adversity. The celebration of life, even in its imperfections and difficulties, is a testament to the resilience of those who endure. The speaker's survival is not just about physical endurance but also about preserving her sense of self and identity in a world that devalues her. The speaker's invitation to celebrate with her is both an acknowledgement of this personal victory and a call for solidarity. She asks the reader to join her in recognizing the triumph of her existence, a life she has shaped against all odds. 5. Solidarity and community. The poem also speaks to the importance of solidarity and shared celebration. The speaker reaches out, asking the reader to come celebrate with me. This gesture implies that survival and resilience are not solitary achievements but should be recognized and shared by others. There is an implicit understanding that the speaker's experiences are not unique. Others who face similar forms of oppression can relate to and find strength in her story. The call to celebrate is not just about personal triumph but also about fostering a sense of community and shared strength. By inviting others to join in this celebration, the speaker acknowledges the collective struggle of marginalized groups and the importance of standing together in recognition of survival and success. In conclusion, Lucille Clifton's "Won't You Celebrate With Me" is a poem that explores themes of identity, resilience, oppression, and the triumph of the human spirit. Through powerful imagery and poignant reflection, Clifton celebrates the speaker's ability to survive and create her own life in the face of adversity. The poem's invitation to celebrate survival is a call to acknowledge the everyday victories of marginalized people who, despite the forces trying to destroy them, continue to exist and thrive. Lucille Clifton was an acclaimed American poet and writer known for her concise, powerful poetry that often explored themes of resilience, identity, and the experiences of African American women. Her work frequently centered on issues of race, gender, and family, as well as the strength found in survival amidst adversity. Clifton's poetry is celebrated for its clarity, emotional depth, and simplicity, which conveys complex ideas in accessible language. Over the course of her career, she received numerous honors, including the National Book Award for Poetry, and was a finalist for the Pulitzer Prize twice.